Today I'm going to sort out my Japanese kitchen. It's been quite a mess, so I wanted to share with you 10 Japanese kitchen gadgets that I found that are not only budget friendly but incredibly smart and stylish. So I'm on my way to the shop to buy a couple of items from the 3 coin shop. Now 3 coins is basically the equivalent of 300 yen. They do sell items that are a bit more expensive than 300 yen. I do have a lot of these awesome kitchen gadgets already at home that I want to show you, but I need to reward myself or motivate myself to clean the kitchen. With Christmas just around the corner, I've got visitors coming and I really have been neglecting my kitchen. So I got to give it a deep clean before everyone arrives. And sometimes buying a cheap $1 or $3 items gives me just the right amount of motivation I need to get cleaning. So this is 3 coins. It's right at the JR Wakayama station. And I've been coming here a little bit lately. I just love the aesthetic of it. I love the colors of their item. They're all in these muted sort of beigey tones. And as I've collected a few of their items, my kitchen is starting to look really nice and matching. I do buy a few things also from Daiso and Seria, but I find this 3 coin store, the items are just a little bit better quality. So I'm heading home now. It is so cold, and that's why I couldn't get off the couch yesterday. It's about 4 degrees and you can see the clouds are really heavy, and if it was a little bit colder it'd probably snow, but at the moment it's just raining. So I've had this problem with the kitchen in that I had this table before I moved here. I bought the table and the fridge when I first came to Japan from a secondhand store, and the table is probably just a little bit too big for this space. But I do have my family coming, so it's going to come in handy for Christmas lunch. The other problem is I have this fridge which I bought because it was just me, so the fridge was very small. It's a really good fridge, it's a Panasonic, but it's just a tad too small when you've got lots of people coming over. But it's fine because most of the time it's just me. Now I've got a lot of stuff hanging off the side of the fridge, so I really need to sort this out. It's really not working, so I've decided to pull the fridge out a little bit and hang these things on the other side. Now I've found these awesome magnet products and they work really well to have things just attached to the fridge and you can get to them easy. I also had this calendar from Daiso stuck to the fridge because my schedule was just insane for a little while there and I needed it right in front of me to keep track. I use these eraser sponges to get marks off my fridge. Just a couple of wipes, all you need is a bit of water, and the fridge really does come up like it's brand new again. I don't know how it would work on stainless steel, but it definitely works really well on this white fridge. And look, it looks like brand new again. Didn't take much. Definitely looks a lot better without the stuff hanging off it. So I've got these freezer bags and I use them a lot when I'm separating my meat and putting it in the freezer. So I'm going to put that where I can reach it really easy. And this other magnet to hold your Glad wrap. That's another thing that I use a lot. It's a lot easier than having it inside a drawer. Plastic bags I'm just hanging off here, and I've got my mops down the side. And I also hang the mop covers, the microfibers over here as well. So I've moved the table around. What do you think about this layout? I think this might work a little bit better when I've got a few people in the house. Millie refuses to let me hang my koala here. Every time I put it back up, she knocks it down again. So while I was at the cheap shop, I got this little decoration for my kitchen because I want my kitchen to feel a little bit more Christmassy. You wouldn't believe it, but it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon and it's pitch black outside. The sky has been so dark and looming all day. It just feels like a day of hibernation. So I'm giving the sink a deep clean. The sinks in Japan have a really big opening or drain, and they can get quite smelly. So you really have to give it a good scrub every once in a while, and I also let it soak in a bit of bleach or mold killer just to get rid of any smells that are stuck in the plastic. I also use these drain covers. Now this is a genius idea. So you just put it over your drain, and it catches any bits of food or anything, and it's really easy to throw it away and wash it again. So one of the things I've bought today is an absorbing mat. Now this one says that water will just absorb instantly and it will be touch dry. It feels really nice too. It's like a non-slip rubber mat, again in that lovely beige color. So I just wanted to test it out. I put a few drops of water on it and then I touched it and it felt bone dry. So it's going to be great to dry your glasses and things like that on. Now this is what we call in Australia a chamois, but it's a really soft chamois. And this obviously is going to be to wipe the water around your sink and shine up your tap and inside your sink. So once you've scrubbed your sink clean, you can give it a wipe with the chamois and it comes up like brand new again. Pretty good for an old house. Now this stove I have been neglecting. I had to hide this. It's just disgusting, the food that has dropped down into the cover. So they sell these little covers so you can put it around your stove, and it's really easy to keep it clean, but I still give it a bit of a clean underneath, and I give these things a clean as well. So you can buy the stove cover at the hardware store, my local home centre. I usually get the black one. It comes in a pack of 3 and it's about 600 yen each. This stove is quite an old stove, but look, it's working fine, just like everything else in the house. I bought a new magnet today because this side of the fridge, I didn't want to put anything, but I just don't have enough room. I do want to hang up my apron and my oven mitt and this cute little handmade trinket that was given to me. Today I bought this insane defrosting plate. Now, to be honest, I had never heard of a defrosting plate, but this is going to come in handy this winter. It's sort of an aluminium product, and I wanted to test it out before I defrosted my chicken. So I put 2 ice cubes down, one on a normal plate, one on the defrosting plate. And the minute the ice hit the plate, look at this, like it's already melting. I actually couldn't believe my eyes, and I'm so glad I had the camera ready to catch it. After literally just seconds, the ice cube has melted, and look at the one on the plate. Nothing. It's as solid as the minute I took it out of the freezer. I actually can't believe this. Neither can Millie. She's got to check it out too. Living on my own, I do freeze a lot of meat portions, so this is going to be super handy living on my own, so I don't have to microwave defrost because it does get a little bit burnt in some places and I never get it right. My next great find is these chopping board covers. Now you just put them shiny side up, and I get my knife from under the sink because that's where we keep it in Japan. And I find that they're really great. So I'm chopping up my chicken for dinner tonight, and I just find that it's a really great way, less mess and really easy to throw away, especially when you're chopping up something like meat and chicken. And it just keeps your chopping board nice without all the cut marks. Now I did go to the department store today and I bought myself some beetroot coleslaw. It's got a bit of beetroot and quinoa in it, so I'm going to make myself a little bit of a wrap for dinner tonight. My next purchase was this little oil jar. So I try and use a lot of olive oil in my cooking because I heard it's just a healthier oil. So I'm going to decant my olive oil. There goes the Christmas tree. Decant my olive oil into this jar, and I'm going to use the brush to put olive oil on my pan. The brush is silicone so it doesn't melt. I do love Japanese food, but while I've been in Japan, I've sort of been cooking a mixture of Japanese food and what I'd normally eat in Australia. So tonight is a bit of an Australian night, and I've got my soft tortillas with a bit of that beetroot coleslaw, some avocado, some veggies, and I'm going to top it off with some sparkling grape juice tonight. I'm trying to be healthy leading up to Christmas. Now, you know, in the last couple of videos I put together that wall Christmas tree. Well, look, I have half left now. Millie has been slowly attacking it from the ground up, but she seems to have stopped there. So I've moved some of the items from under the tree out to my entrance, and I think they look great. Gives me a nice Christmas vibe when I come home. Well, good morning next day, and I've got my silicone sponge I want to show you. But before I show you this sponge, this is the detergent dispenser. You just push down on it, so you don't have to tip it up when your hands are full. You just push your sponge down on it. Works really good. And this silicone sponge is great because you don't have to get your other sponges dirty. You can use it as a scouring brush to clean out your pans, and then you just rinse it free and it's as good as new again, and it just hangs on the side of your sink. I think this is a great little find. Now I want to cook myself some breakfast. I'm headed off to work today, and I picked up this very cheap clip holder. So I try and keep Millie occupied while I'm cooking breakfast. I show her some fish videos just so she'll leave me alone. And so she's parked up on the couch now watching her little videos thanks to the holder. And I'm going to cook myself some breakfast using my new pan. I'm cooking myself a hearty breakfast today before work because I have a few things I want to do today either side of my job. So in the morning I want to go and check out the autumn leaves, and in the night time I wanted to go and check out the illuminations in Wakayama. So even though I'm in the countryside, we actually have some great stuff. I reckon we're on par with Tokyo with some of the things we have. I've heard of Omotesando, and they have great lights. Well, what about Wakayama Keiyakidori? We also have great lights too, so I want to show you those after work tonight. So as I said, this pan is a game changer. I'm able to cook my yummy breakfast. I've still got a bit of that beetroot coleslaw left over. My morning routine is always have some green powder with some fruit juice, and then at least I know I'm getting my right amount of veggies for the day if I don't get enough nutrition during the day. Cheers. So I wanted to show you my bag and what I take when I go to work. So I bought this new little drink holder. I'm going to fill it with sour kombucha, which is my absolute favorite tea. Now I like this little drink bottle because it's small. This is it next to a regular size drink bottle. So it's really slim and it fits nicely in my work bag. And when I finish the tea, I usually fill it up with water from work. It's still threatening to snow, so I've got my umbrella, I've got a scarf for tonight, my hanky, my glasses for reading, and my drink bottle, and that's usually what I take to work every day. I got this cute little key holder. Keys for cars now, you don't really need your key because it's all push start and push button. And I'm going to get home quite late tonight, and I've always got this little light attached to my bag. So that's about what's in my bag when I go to work every day, and I just put my phone in my pocket. I left for work early today because I really wanted to show you the beautiful autumn leaves you can see in Wakayama. So as you know, I am a qualified teacher, and whilst I'm in Japan, I'm teaching English, not Japanese, but I am actually trained as a Japanese teacher. And if you're interested in learning Japanese with me, I offer courses on my website at www.chaneyjapan.com. I'd love for you to join. So it's the evening now. I've had a good day at work, and myself and my lovely boss, who has become a very good friend of mine, we are heading for a little bit of exercise, and we're going to walk the streets of Wakayama. And this main street is straight off the JR Wakayama station, and it goes straight to the castle. It's about a 2-kilometer walk, and it's called Keiyakidori. And I would say it's just as good as any illumination you'll find in Tokyo. But here we are in Wakayama. There are lots of people out and about, and a lot of the shops have beautiful Christmas decorations. There's quite a few restaurants and cafes along this walk as well. It really was spectacular, and it was a great way to end the day's work. If you are thinking of visiting Wakayama, these illuminations will be on until the 28th of February. Thank you for coming along with me today and helping me clean out my kitchen. Let me know in the comments what you thought of any of the kitchen gadgets, which one was your favorite. If you haven't subscribed, Millie and I would love you to join. Please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get told when new videos are out. See you again next week. Bye.